What's up, you guys? If you're watching this, you're probably wondering, how do I take the door off of my WRX or STI? And since I couldn't find anything on YouTube that was specific to this car, decided to make my own video. What you're gonna need to do is first take off this door sill. Then you're gonna have to take off this door sill because you have to take the B pillar out. It's pretty easy. It's got one clip here, one clip on the other side. Pull out and then down. That way you disconnect it from the top of the B pillar. So once you pull it down, you can just pull it out. We need to do that because you need to get to this harness right here that connects the door to the car. So it's pretty easy to get this disconnected. Just use a little flathead screwdriver. Put this back in here. Pry up on that part right there, and then this disconnects. After you do that, just put a little bit of pressure on this grommet, and it comes right out, just like that. Then you can pull this out. Next, what we need to do, we're gonna unbolt this plunger or hinge. Not really hinge, more like a plunger to keep the door from going too far. After we do that, we're gonna close the door. Then we're gonna unbolt these two for the top, and then these two for the bottom. At that point, the door should come off. All right, so if you've gotten this far, where the bolt almost all the way out, you're gonna want to close your door ever so slightly to push that plunger back in, and then take the bolt completely out once it's to this point. At that point, you're gonna close the door. Once you have the door closed, oh, that bolt was 10 mil, by the way. I found that a deep socket 10 mil worked best. You're gonna close the door, and then you're gonna work on the hinge. These are 12 mils, and I find that the top one, it's easier to use one of these ratcheting wrenches. On the bottom one, you have the clearance to use like a deep socket or a regular socket. You're gonna take these off, and once you crack these loose, the door is gonna want to move. So I'd recommend having a friend come by and help you hold the door while you take the last bolt out. Or if you're like me and have an awesome wife, she's gonna come out here and take the bolts out while I hold the door. And there you go. I was able to hold the door while my wife took off the last bolt. So what I did was I took out 3 of the bolts, took out the bottom 2, took out this one, and then I left that partially in. She came out, took the last bolt out. I held the door. As soon as that bolt came out, the door pretty much wanted to fall on itself. Just make sure this is out. The connector comes out of this hole, doesn't get caught up on that. There you go. If you're lucky enough to be installing carbon fiber doors or something, you want to transfer over everything from the old door into the new door, and the install process is just a reverse of removal. Good luck.